Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day because guess what? It is a good day to be part of Girl World. Oh, is it a good day? So, for those of you that haven't heard yet, and maybe you have and maybe you haven't, I would like to give you some good news today relating to Foodie Beauty. So, maybe those of you that are part of the community and you've been on other channels because it's spreading like wildfire right now, Chantal's in some serious hot water relating to the kitten rescue. Because it wasn't really a rescue, it was catnapping. She snatched the kitten away from its mother while it was still nursing. And over in Kuwait, you can't do that. You can't take stray kittens off the street, especially if you're a tourist. And another thing that's illegal, accepting donations. Any kind of donations, bad idea. People get in trouble for that over in Kuwait. So Chantal was on her live during the catnapping, asking people for donations to take care of Bruce the kitten. Well, she's in some hot water, y'all. And the organization that now has Bruce, his mother, and also I believe Bruce has a sister, Paws of Kuwait, has the kitten, has the mom, has the brother or sister, and is taking care of them. And they'll soon be fostered with somebody, and they're coming over to the States. So isn't that ironic that there is Salah trying to find his way over to the States? He's been trying for 3 years to get over to the States. And yet this tiny kitten, his mother and sister, they're going to be going to the States because they're going to be fostered. Speaking of that, didn't Chantal say that the kitten was near death? Didn't she say that it was extremely sick? Well, common sense and reason here. If the kitten was near death, would it be fostered so quickly? I don't think so. Kind of sounds like the kitten, its mother and brother or sister, is well enough to be fostered. So this organization, Pause, they're not playing around with Chantal. Not at all. In fact, there's now a case number. A case has been opened on Foodie. And she went live a little bit ago, a live that is now deleted. But while she was live, I know how Chantal plays the game. So before she deleted it, I downloaded a copy, and that's what I'm going to be reacting to today. And you're going to see in the live, she found out during her live that, there's some seriousness coming down the pike, and she flipped out. She had an entire meltdown, and she said she's coming back to Canada. So for those of us who've been waiting for her to go back to Canada, I think we're finally going to get our wish. She's going home, y'all. She's going home. Unless she gets to the airport and they detain her, she's going home. I think we might see Chantal back in Canada, say, by Sunday. Like, she might be trying to hoof it out of there as quickly as possible because she is scared. And she needs to be scared. She was breaking laws all over the place in Kuwait. And isn't it ironic, with all the stuff that she's done to animals, with the disregard that she has to animals, it was a tiny kitten that finally gave the Uno reverse card that she needed. So, good day, girl world. Good day. Those of you that have been waiting for Chantal to get some karma, I think we're about to see it. I think it just started. And I want to share the good news with y'all. I want to show you all the stuff, and I'm going to do that. So I hope you guys enjoy this react because, like I said, the live that I'm going to be reacting to, she wasted no time dirty deleting it. It's gone off her channel, but I got a copy. And anybody out there that's a reactor or a channel, if you need a copy, I've got it uploaded on YouTube. I can give it to you. That way you can download it and you can do what you want. But I got a copy. I'm not stupid. I know when she gets mad or she gets upset, she gets rid of stuff. So yeah, I got it. We're going to do that. Also, while I've got it on my mind, look, I know that there are some people that might be saying, well, this might be fake. This might just be her setting up the visa run arc? Honestly, guys, I don't think so. Just because Paws of Kuwait is getting involved. You know, they're not part of Foodieverse. It's an actual organization over in Kuwait. And they did a statement on Instagram that they have filed a case number. They're opening up a case on Chantal. So for that reason, I don't think this is Chantal just trying to find a way to get out of Kuwait. I think she's in serious legal hot water. But I'll show you guys all the receipts and all the clips, and I'll let you form your own opinions and tell me what you think. So how about we just get into the Twitter peeps, because Girl World is celebrating right now. Oh, we're celebrating. And there's so much to show you. So let's get into the Twitter peeps. All right, we're going to get into the Twitter peeps. You guys are going to see everything. Yes, you are. Receipts and all, because we like receipts in Girl World, don't we? Yes, we do. All right. We're going to start here. Oh, I forgot to say something. For those of you that are on Twitter, that you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you not on Twitter, that's why I do the Twitter peep. So you guys can see what's going on there without actually having to be there. So the first tweet is courtesy of Lilu Ginger Witch saying, "Oh, dang, this rescue ain't messing around. Maybe she will actually get in some kind of trouble. I feel like countries have just had it with flippant attitude of creators feeling like they can do as they please with zero consequences." Hectic Llama says, "Oh crap, looks like the official complaint will be filed on Monday. So she has the weekend to leave Kuwait, probably forever." Oop, I told you she might be back on Sunday. So this is the page on Instagram for the organization. It's called pause_Kuwait. And they were basically telling Chantal, we see you. We see you. We've heard about you. People have sent us things. Paws of Kuwait said, "Our rescuer, Sanaya, saved both the kitten and her mother together. So why did someone else take the kitten away from her stable, non-critical mother? If the goal was truly to help, why wasn't the mother taken too? Why wasn't any proper update, like a vet confirmation or hospital video, shared? Instead of transparency, this turned into uncoordinated fundraising while the actual rescuers who covered all costs stayed silent." Ooh, the shade of it all. The shade. Helping is only meaningful when done legally, responsibly, and without confusion. Collecting donations for personal use is illegal. All donations must go directly to the vet, not individuals. We've received too many messages to respond one by one, so this statement clarifies everything. Now listen to this part. The official complaint will be filed by Monday, and we'll share the case number and documents soon. Thanks to our dedicated lawyer for taking quick action against the YouTuber. Updates coming soon. Thank you for your support. Ouch! So there is a case number and a lawyer on this. Wee woo, wee woo. Chantal, you in danger, girl. They are not effing around in Kuwait. They mean business. They absolutely mean business. And the live that I'm going to go over, that I'm going to show you, yeah, she was visibly shaken. She was shook. She was even cursing out Salah, telling him to shut up, that she, like, "I'm tired of being silenced. I'm tired." Then you know what you need to do. You need to go home quick, with a quickness. Kristen says, "Gee whiz, if only there was some kind of proof of Foodie Beauty soliciting PayPal donations for the kitten she tried to nab from the park." Well, how about some proof right here? Courtesy of Kristen. Let's watch.
Hello. Hello. Oh, no, no. No, no.
Now, I'm sorry. I'm no medical expert and I'm not a vet, but she described the kitten as being on death's door, right? She said that there was a rattle in the lungs and it would have passed away if it hadn't been for me. You guys can see the kitten for yourselves. I mean, right there in front of you. Does that kitten looks like it's on death's door. Like it needs to be taken to a vet and hooked up to like an IV line for like most of the night. I don't think so. That kitten looks perfectly fine to me.
Oh no.
I mean, it's got enough strength to fight against Foodie because Foodie's got a death grip on it.
Hi. Hi. Don't bite me. Oh. You want some food?
And for the record, the park that Foodie is in, there were other cats. So it wasn't as if the kitten was alone. The kitten had a mother and either a brother or a sister. That was like an entire family. And there was also talk that this park is somewhere that Foodie has been before. So in my opinion, she was basically staking out the cats to see one that she could take. And another thing, and this is also my opinion only. Why do I think Foodie did this? Why do I think she took the kitten? Well, the first reason is obvious, for money. I mean, that goes without saying. She did it for money. But let's think back to when FFG rescued BBJ, and that's exactly what it was. It was a rescue. It wasn't even a situation of rehoming a cat, because that would mean that the cat being handed over is fairly healthy or healthy. And it's just, you're giving the cat to a new owner to take care of. It's already healthy and you're giving it over being healthy to someone else. BBJ was a straight rescue, because if the BBJ had not been rescued, we know what Chantal would have done with BBJ. I mean, she had been telling people for weeks before BBJ went to FFG and her family what she was going to do, talking about euthanizing her and saying to somebody, box or bag. Like, she was being really cruel and callous with her words. All the things that were wrong with BBJ. Like, there wasn't a single thing that wasn't wrong with BBJ. She had dirty, infected ears. She had, I believe it was stage 1 kidney disease, a UTI so bad she was peeing blood, mats in her fur, rotted teeth, and 5 ingrown nails embedded in her foot pads that had been there for months. So yeah, it was a rescue. And thank God that FFG did what she did, because if she had not come along, we know what would have happened to BBJ. I think also that Chantal was trying to purposely starve BBJ, trying to make a medical emergency so that the vet will put her down. Like, she's got a diabolical way of thinking. But in my opinion, I think that Chantal, she was trying to, in a way, mimic a cat rescue. Here's the problem. It wasn't a rescue. It was her catnapping a kitten away from its mother. That's all it was. It was her catnapping a kitten away from its mother while it was still nursing. So her intentions were not good at all. It was strictly out of greed and attention and her trying to find a way to make money on her channel, and it backfired. Her intentions were bad, and the universe said, not today, Satan, not today. We're going to stop you now. And I'm so happy about that.
Here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a short clip. My apologies. I thought this was a short clip. But there's all kinds of proof out there that as soon as she got Bruce into her hands, she was like, you guys need to pay me. Give me money for the kitten if you want to support it. So she wasn't looking for a pet. If you're looking for a pet, you assume all responsibilities, money included, any expenses that are acquired from that pet. You say, since I'm bringing the pet around me, I assume all responsibility for anything it needs. If it needs food, if it needs medical care, if it needs a new bed or a cat scratcher or a litter box, I'll pay for it. Why? Because I love the animal and I want to take care of it. But that's not Chantal. She doesn't treat animals as pets. She doesn't look at them with reverence of it's another living thing. And just as I take care of myself, I should take care of this other living thing. She treats them as just another way to make money on her channel. And the universe finally gave her the spanking that she deserved. So, all right. So, let's see here. Moving on. Yeah, and I posted this. Like I said, Foodie Beauty is in big trouble. Paws had this on their Instagram. And can I just say that I really do hope that Paws, I know they have Mother Cat and Bruce and his sister or brother. I really hope that they get Julia too. Julia needs to go to somebody else. She needs to get out of there. If the poor thing is pooing on the carpet, she's stressed out, something is wrong. I hope that Paws, they get Julia as well, and they give her to a loving foster that can give her to a proper home and a proper family that can take care of her. So I hope Paws, come get Julia, please. Please come get her. All right, D. Angry Scott, this is a piece from the deleted live saying, this is my favorite moment, the adrenaline, the panic, the desperation, the scramble to try and perch yourself on some kind of moral high ground. It's beautiful and delicious. I know. Chantal's salty tears are flavoring my cold brew deliciously today, D. Angry Scott. Absolutely. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it all day long. Let's watch.
No way. Nope. For me, I'm getting out of here. Honestly, I'm not staying here.
Love it. I'm leaving. I'm leaving Kuwait. I'm leaving Kuwait. So that's what it took, huh, Chantal? It took you crossing the line and being threatened with legal trouble for you to finally leave Kuwait. But I knew that. I knew it would take something severe to get you out of there because you're not going to leave on your own. A lot of people have been saying, I've been saying, you're not going to leave Kuwait willingly. You're going to go out kicking and screaming. It's not going to be a happy occasion. You're going to hate it. Just because you are determined to stay there for some kind of reason, you're determined to stay there. But now you got to go, girl. You got to get. You got to get. If they're filing the paperwork on Monday, you better be getting on that plane tonight. Tonight. Because if you don't go, you might not be able to leave. And they don't have Lulus in jail, girl.
Nope. Canada bees for life. That's it.
Yeah, go home. Go to Canada. Get back there.
Because I'm not staying somewhere where I get in legal trouble for helping a kitten.
You know what this is, ladies and gentlemen? This is somebody who's angry that she got caught. She's not mad about what she did. She's mad that she got caught and she got called out. And there are consequences for her actions. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the find out phase of the F around situation. Because if you F around, you find out. She's finding out that she can't do whatever she wants, wherever she likes. That there are consequences for your actions. And she's shaking in her Timu shoes about that.
From dying. Like,
I try to do a good thing. No, you didn't. Doing a good thing is you go out and do a good thing and you expect nothing in return. You went out and you tried to get the kitten because you wanted something in return. Even before you took the kitten back to the house, you were already asking people for money, which is illegal in Kuwait. You can't do that. You can't do that. And then you lied. On top of that, you lied. You told people, I took the cat to a vet. No, no, no. It was a pharmacist. There were no blood tests done. There was no blood work. You were saying the kitten was on death's door. Oh, really? Well, how come the kitten wasn't kept overnight at the vet? Wouldn't it be kept overnight? Wouldn't it have like a IV drip of some kind? Wouldn't the vet say you have to leave it here because it's so sick it needs to stay here to get medical treatment? What about that, Foodie? What about that? And something else, this may be related, this may be not. I'm just saying, it's kind of funny to me. Let's think back just a moment. When Foodie talked about her deceased grandmother, how her deceased grandmother had what she called like the death rattle. Isn't it funny that she was claiming that the kitten had a rattle in its lungs? How would you know that if you don't have a stethoscope and you're not a vet and you don't know what to look for? And if the kitten had a lung infection, how are you going to determine that without tests? See, there's a lot of things that don't make sense here. But that's what happens when you lie. You tell too many lies, you get caught up in them. You get caught up. She got caught up.
No way. No.
Yeah, go ahead and defend yourself. I'll get to you in a minute. Oh, this person, Nikki Garrett, the person I reacted to. She deleted her account. Nicole, I told you. I told you. Girl World does not play. We do not play here. We take no prisoners. None. And you decided you wanted to step up to the plate with a bat and hit the ball? You really want to do that with Girl World? You went there and you did that. Okay, so you went there and you did that, but we give no mercy to people who support other people who hurt animals. Understand? We just don't have that kind of mercy. You want to put your feelings out there. You want to come after Girl World. That's what happens. You know, these YouTube streets, they're not for everybody. They're not. You came out of the gate hot and now your account is gone. Oh, well. Okay. Let's see. D. Angry Scott said, Foodie being very clear with her statement that she is directly asking for donations for the cat rescue. And I believe this is Milky Chai's channel. I want to give proper credit. So credit to Milky Chai.
Well, thanks, everybody. So we just have to keep him isolated for now. Go get him a litter box. Get him food. Everyone who's concerned, you can help by donating. Yes, my PayPal is pinned. Please, if you can, that would be greatly appreciated.
There you go, Chantal. And you know what I love about this? The fact that you're an idiot. You put all of this on video. You came on video. You showed the cat napping on video. You showed yourself asking for donations on video. I'm sure that Paws Kuwait has all of that stuff. I'm sure people have sent them all kinds of stuff. Girl, you in trouble. And the beautiful part is it's by your own hand. You put things in motion, and then once it got put in motion, now you can't stop it. You did this to yourself.
I'm begging for this little kitten, so it helps us out.
I'm begging for this little kitten. Ooh, donations over there are a big no-no.
Everything will go towards the cat. None of it to me. I will definitely show receipts. I don't
see. Look at her face. She was smirking hard. She thought, oh, I can just grab a kitten off the street and make all kinds of money with it, and then maybe dump it back out on the street later. I love the fact that it was a cat that took her out of Kuwait. Don't F with cats, Foodie. Don't you know that by now? Don't F with cats. Don't F with animals. And you did. You did. You've been pushing your luck over in Kuwait, breaking so many laws and regulations, filming government places that you shouldn't, filming children, which is also a big no-no. You're doing a lot of bad things over there. And isn't it ironic and karmic and just pure justice that just as you hurt animals, so it was an animal that took you out?
I don't need the money for like anything else other than this kitten.
You just said Salah was paying for it.
Yeah, and she did say that. D. Angry Scott says, the cat napping is agreed to be funded by donations from the Beezers, then shares her PayPal telling people to save the new kitten. Again, if it were a true saving within the law, now outside of the law, you know, you're doing everything yourself. You're not going to other people and saying, pay for this. You'll pay for it yourself out of your own pocket. You won't go to others and ask. You won't. You absolutely will not. DeAngry Scott says, Foodie claims she did not solicit donations. Here's all the evidence I could find of her doing that, a thread. So we got some clips here. And this is
Wanda for the kitty 50 US.
Like, again, credit to Milky Chai.
Wanda for the kitty 50 US. Oh, thank you so much, Wanda. If we take her, will you guys help us? Like, for real?
Oh, Milky. I know, darling. She's a lot.
Let her go.
We will help? Okay, maybe we should take her. They will help us, they said.
Let her go.
Yep. And there she's getting a $50 donation for the cat. She got on live and she's like, guys, send me money. Send me money. Send me money. And somebody sent her $50 in a super chat. And then here's this idiot, Nicole Garrett, saying, I have to go put money in my bank today and I will send more then. You are saving a kitty and I love this. She's not saving it, Nicole. She's not saving it. She's using the cat, or she was using the cat to get money, and she got quite a bit in a short amount of time. She did have Bruce.
Start to GoFundMe? No, we could just do my PayPal.
But there you go. There's some proof. Let's see. Hectic Moments says she said they can try and sue her because she's not paying crap. Yeah, we'll just see how funny it is when she learns someday that she doesn't always call the shots and she's not above the law, the rules. We all told her eventually she'd have consequences for her actions. Yep. I've been telling Chantal for the longest. Y'all have heard me say this before. Haven't I told Chantal? You can get away with some things some of the time, but not everything all of the time. All it takes is one time screwing up to change things. This might be the one time. Indy says, witnessing karma like, I know. I'm just over here sipping my coffee, but it's beautiful. Nellie says she's in trouble. And why is she in trouble? Let me show you. In Kuwait, soliciting donations without prior authorization from the Ministry of Social Affairs is illegal, regardless of the cause, even for rescuing a cat. This applies to both individuals and organizations. Violations can lead to serious legal consequences, including imprisonment, fines, and potential deportation for non-citizens. Legal penalties for unauthorized fundraising. Under Kuwaiti law, specifically law number 59 of 1959 and its subsequent amendments, collecting donations without a license is a criminal offense. The penalties include imprisonment for up to 2 years or a fine of 2,000. Wow. Ooh, 2,000 KD. What is that? Hold on. Okay, let's see. I got to see how much that is. I got to see what that fine would be. Kuwaiti dinar to Canadian. I'm nosy. I'm nosy, girl. World what? I'm nosy. I want to know how much that is. How much is that? Come on. That's quite a bit. I know the Kuwaiti dinar is, let's see. Why isn't it showing me? Doggone it. To Canadian dollars. Sorry, I'm trying to look this up. I keep running into all these stupid. You know what? It's quite a bit of money. I know, like, for every Kuwaiti dinar, it's equal to 4 of her Canadian dollars. Like, the Kuwaiti dinar is actually stronger. But, yeah. 2 years if two imprisonment for 2 years or a fine of 2,000 Kuwaiti dinar for collecting donations without a permit. Imprisonment for up to 3 years or a fine of 3,000 Kuwaiti dinar for engaging in charitable activities under the name of an unlicensed charity. Oh, confiscation of all collected funds. Oh, girl, you done messed up. Lilu Gingerwitch says, wait, didn't people say she got like 500 in donations in the stream she deleted where she took the kitten? Because she's trying to say she only got $70. She's really going to try to say the other donations are for her personally, isn't she? She didn't even get that much on her day. Well, she got super chats and she got PayPal donations. I don't know how deep Kuwait is going to get into her finances, into her accounts to see exactly how much she collected and when relating to the cat. I hope she gets in trouble for Julia too, because she snatched Julia off the street and she can't do that as a tourist. So yeah, I hope she gets in trouble for Julia as well. This is a post from me saying, Foodie Beauty, quote, I offer to give the rest of the PayPal donos to the organization. She admitting she got donos. Illegal, she told on herself. So in the stream, she said, I offer to give the organization the money. So you're admitting to them. You told them, yeah, I did get donations on behalf of the cat. You told on yourself, Foodie. You told on yourself. You idiot. You told on yourself. You ratted yourself out. You admitted, yeah, I got money for the cat. You admitted to illegal activity, to an organization that they're filing a case on you. Well done. Well done on ratting on yourself. Mrs. Girl says she received $70 via PayPal and she already used that on the kitten. $600 is not the same as 70. And how did she offer to give the rest of the donations to the animal rescue if she only got 70? As if the organization is going to touch that money. That's illegally gotten money. As if they're going to take it from her and get themselves in trouble, please. All right, Orange Cat says, no one stole BBJ from you, cutie. You are happy to hand her off to someone you clearly did not know. You, madam, did not give a crap about BBJ. You only care that you found a man willing to publicly claim you. And that is true, because Chantal made an entire goodbye video of BBJ showing her cat carrier and then BBJ and the cat carrier. And Chantal didn't even hand off BBJ to the new person. She had Pete's do it. Although Chantal was the owner of BBJ, she didn't even give a last goodbye to BBJ. She said, Pete, you do it. Pete's handed off the cat carrier. So there was no theft. There was absolutely no theft. FFG's brother did not steal BBJ. That is ridiculous. Stealing implies that somebody broke into the house and took the cat without her knowledge, without her consent. She was very consenting to give away BBJ. All she cared about was running over to Kuwait and being with Salah. That was her priority. And she was trying to get rid of the cat. And she was trying to find someone that was not a YouTuber. Well, that backfired, didn't it? That really backfired. But let's watch the clip.
I didn't take BBJ to the vet when I first got home because I didn't even have a chance to. She was stolen.
Wrong. See, this is what I love about Girl World. Chantal tries to twist the narrative. We got the receipts all day long. We got the archive clips. We got the old videos. And when Chantal says stuff like this, we can bring stuff up. There's so many archive channels, and God bless you, archive channels. All of you that reacted to her at that time, you've still got the clips on your channels. Like, there's a vault of information everywhere. It's so large and so spread out. She can't do anything about it. But when Chantal got home from Kuwait, there was at least 3 weeks while she was home. It wasn't like she came home from Kuwait and she was right back over there. No, it was 3 weeks. 3 weeks. or more. I forget the exact time, but she had plenty of time to take BBJ to the vet. Plenty to do something about the ingrown nails and everything else. She just didn't want to. She did not. I didn't have enough time. Oh, yes, you did. You just didn't want to spend money on BBJ. She was an older cat. She was sick. And you looked at her and thought, even though she's been my pet all these years and she's loved me unconditionally and she's done nothing wrong, I don't want to waste money on an elderly sick cat. She even said something to the effect of, well, she's old, and if I have to put her on medication for the rest of her life, I'd rather put her down. Even though you're older, Chantal, and you're sick and on medications, you as a person, you're older and on your medications, but an animal you're going to look at differently? Anyway, no animal was stolen from you. You gave away your pets because you took a man that didn't care about you and put him as a priority. Nothing was stolen. You gave it away.
I said that a million times and used for clout. And now where is she? You guys don't give a shit.
You know what she's mad about? What she's really mad about? She's mad about a few things when it comes to FFG. First of all, she doesn't like FFG. She doesn't like her. She doesn't like the fact that while she had BBJ and Sam, she treated them as not worthy props for her show. She's like, they're not money makers. She was so focused on manhunting and being on that quest to find love and follow her lust and pursue the party favors and the men she could do them with. She didn't see her pets as anything valuable, anything worthy of attention. They were just unwanted stage props that she put into a corner, and they were just there. She didn't have any respect for the fact that they were living, caring beings. And she's mad because all of her evil, all of her worst evil got exposed. All the time that people were yelling and screaming about, you need to take your cats to the vet. There's something wrong with them. And she kept screaming, they're fine. You guys don't have them. Da, 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 da. And then she had an entire meltdown when she found out that FFG had BBJ. And the meltdown was not because she cared about BBJ, because she loved her and she missed her. She was angry because she knew how sick BBJ was. She had to know. She had to know at least part of it. And she knew it was about to be exposed and there was nothing she could do because she did hand the pet off. She did give it to somebody. It was not stolen. There was nothing she could do. And then she got mad again when the wonderful people of Girl World that care about animals, they were sending super chats to Frenchie. Mad about that. So there was Chantal kicking herself in the shins, saying to herself, doggone it, if only I had cared for my cats, maybe people would have donated like that to me. So she was kicking herself for being stupid, for not taking care of her pets, for letting BBJ get that sick and then it getting exposed. Like, just narcissists like her, they get the most angry when the truth is exposed and there's nothing that they can do. They can't stop it. They can't slow it down. They're just like, I can't cover it up. I can't change the narrative. The narrative is out there. It's out of my control. She's a control freak, and there's nothing that makes her go bananas more than when the narrative is not within her control.
About she could be in a cage somewhere suffering. She's probably dead, but none of you care. So how about you shut the fuck up about that and stop pretending like you give a shit about.
You know, Chantal, you should have learned your lesson with what happened with BBJ. You should have said to yourself, I got caught. I got caught. I'm an evil biatch, and I got caught. Maybe I shouldn't do that again. Maybe I shouldn't neglect another pet. Maybe I should have more reverence for animals, but I guess you didn't learn your lesson. So the universe is stepping in now to say, I guess we got to give you a proper spanking. You're going to learn today. You're going to learn that you can't use animals and exploit animals and hurt animals just to be evil. Someone like you should be barred from having any kind of animal around you. I don't care if it's a cockroach. No pets. No nothing. Animals should be kept far away from you. Cowboy Dog says BBJ's karma is in full effect. Yes. Yes, come through with the BBJ karma. Karma for BBJ. Karma for Sam, because I'm sure he suffered too. Karma for Julia, because I'm sure she suffered in Chantal's care. And let's not forget about Timbit. Even though Timbit was Pete's cat, Chantal still did Timbit dirty by not vaccinating her own cat so that little Timbit could run through the house. And Chantal being so cruel that knowing that little Timbit was sick, she didn't give Pete the big room with the balcony so at least Timbit could go on the balcony and get some fresh air and sunshine. She didn't care about Timbit. So justice for Timbit as well. Ray's Dactylion says BBJ and Sam had the last laugh after all. Yep, seems like it. Indy says, yeah, keep bad-mouthing the country, Kuwait, and its laws, and your Muslim husband while you're still in Kuwait. Good thinking. Yeah, if I were Chantal, I'd be shutting my mouth right about now. Kiva says, moral of the story, don't F with cats. Knock, knock, it's Karma says, she used the money, quote, for the vet, or Salah paid for everything. Which is it? And are you still shaking in your Temu shoes? Look at her. She's mad. Look, mad. She mad. I love it when she's mad. All right, let's watch the clip.
What? They say we need help, you know, with this and that and that. So I thought it was just helping. I'm scamming how? Like what?
You were scamming and you got caught. You got caught on a big level. You got caught.
Like I received like $70.
You shouldn't have received any of that money. And I don't think for a minute that you just got $70, Chantal. Didn't you tell people you got 600? 600 is a much bigger number than 70.
In PayPal, and I used like 50 or more.
Good job, Chantal. Good job putting all this stuff on a live stream. So when the Kuwaiti authorities, when legal people look at stuff like this is you admitting to illegal activity over in Kuwait, admitting that you got donos you shouldn't have gotten on PayPal for the pet. Good job incriminating yourself.
For the pets, the pet pharmacy vet clinic, like what?
Eat wet. We're gonna give him wet kitten food. Maybe, and he's paying for it. Salah's paying for everything.
So which is it? Did he pay for everything? Or did the donos pay for everything? Which is it? Saying that he paid for everything means he paid for everything and you shouldn't have asked for donations. But how in the world is he going to pay for everything when he's not even working? He's living off your dime and your quarter and your dollar. How's that going to be accomplished? He's living off of you. How's he going to pay for everything? Because his money comes from your pocket. So how's that possible?
Get a life. Anyway, do what you want. I'm done.
Oh no, I'm shaking in my Temu flip-flops.
Yeah, I bet you are. I bet you're shaking. And while you're shaking in your Temu shoes, your butt is probably in the bedroom right now, packing your suitcases, packing up your breathing machine, and you're getting out of Dodge while you still can. And if you are, that's a smart decision, because if the charges are going to be filed on Monday, you've got a very small window of time to get home. Enjoy your flight, Chantal. Enjoy it. D. Angry Scott says, dude, karma is happening to Foodie. I never thought I'd see the day. Well, we've been patient, haven't we, girl world? We've been real patient. It's been a long time coming. A long time. And it's about time. She needs to learn. She needs to learn she can't do whatever she wants. She cannot do whatever she wants. There are consequences in life. D. Angry Scott says, girl world at the idea of Foodie's fat butt getting kicked out of Kuwait for messing with cats. It's so beautiful. I could weep. Yeah, that's pretty much how we all feel right now. Like, celebration, come on. Perfectly Imperfect says, Foodie Beauty is freaking out. She's being investigated for illegally asking for donations, and she's stuck in Kuwait. She wants to go back to Canada, but is crying because I can't even illegally ask you guys for donations. Nope. No, you sure can't. You can't ask for donations for the pet. You can't ask for donations for yourself. I guess you should have saved some of your mukbang money, shouldn't you, Foodie? I guess so. Maybe you should have put your merch money away and the money from Cameo. Should have put it away for a rainy day or Salty Tears Day, whichever comes first. So you in trouble, girl. Milker says, apparently Bruce and his mama are being adopted to the USA, not them getting a green card before Salah. I know. Isn't that great? Isn't that great, girl world? Isn't that fantastic? That is chef's kiss. There's Salah over there putting up with Foodie. He's been trying for the last 3 years, putting up with Foodie for the last 3 years, trying to get over to Canada. And it was a kitten, his mother and sister going to the United States. Isn't that great? He's been doing everything trying to get on up over here. But a kitten's going to get here, but he won't. I love that. I love that the most. Queen Jellybean says, famous last words of Cutie. Report me, report me. Go ahead and report me. You think they care what a bunch of haters on the internet say? I guess they did. I guess they did. So there's trouble coming down the pike, Foodie. Sure is. Trouble coming down the pike. All right, here's a statement. Let's see. Did I read all of it? Here's like, I think I read this one. I'm not sure. Meow Meow says, please let them finally get to this person. So her begging for money for food and outings is also illegal. Need to revisit those goals and begging streams to report. All right, so update regarding the rescued kitten and her mother. There has been a lot of misinformation circulating regarding the stolen kitten. We want to clarify that the kitten and her mother have been safely rescued by one of our trusted team members, Sanaya, and have already been examined and treated at the Royal Animal Hospital. All medical expenses have been fully covered by Paws Kuwait. Please note, anyone currently asking for donations on behalf of this kitten or her mother is not associated with our team in any way. No further donations are required or being requested by us. The kittens were discharged today and are now under foster care. We are currently working on securing a forever home for them in the United States. Yes. This matter is under now legal review. Our legal team, along with the relevant authorities, will be taking appropriate action against any individuals or pages who have used this case to collect unauthorized donations. An official statement will follow shortly. Thank you for your understanding and continue to support. Teams Paw Kuwait. I love that for her. I love that. I love that the most. Nana Spike T says, oh boy, seems like Foodie Beauty is in bigger trouble than she expected. What was that you told your audience, Foodie? Go ahead, report me. Call the authorities. Well, guess you shouldn't have played that card. Nope, she shouldn't have. She got the Uno reverse card in a hurry. Okay, what else we got here? Perfectly Imperfect says, Foodie Beauty just went on live stream and blasted the Kuwaiti government for its laws and lack of freedom of speech. She is so dumb. Yep. Like she's talking out of her mouth, and while she's still in Kuwait, and she's not even back in Canada doing that. While she's still there. Yeah, go ahead and throw some more gasoline on the fire, Foodie. See how that works out. Enigma 2025 says disrespecting Salah while on live saying he's giving her crap. Newsflash, Chantal, you don't have rights in Kuwait. Just because you are a woman there doesn't mean you can disrespect the Kuwait government and your husband. It's a good thing she's not in Iran. Let's watch the clip.
Investigating, exactly. Bye. Don't talk to me, Salah. Thank you. It's done. I'm leaving. I'm done. Sorry. I can't silence myself. Like, I'm done. I'm done with this whole situation. Like, you don't know what it's.
Oh, here come the tears. I'm so upset. Everybody feels sorry for me. I'm such a victim. No, you're not a victim. You tried to make an innocent life into a victim. A kitten. That was the victim. Snatching it away from its mother when there was no immediate danger to do so. You wanted to find another way to make money. You want to scam money out of people and get away with it. Well, you didn't get away with it this time, Foodie. And you should know better. You know how girl world feels about animals. You know how sensitive people are to animals, how much they care about animals. You already made the community upset with the whole BBJ situation, and yet you thought it was appropriate to poke at girl world one more time, as if we're going to put up with that. Not today, Satan. No, ma'am.
It's like holding things in. Or asking for donations for help. Yeah.
You didn't need help, though. You're over there eating fast food 3 or 4 times a day, spending at least $100 a day on fast food. You don't need help. Cat food is not that expensive. Cat supplies are not that expensive. And if you think they are, you don't need a cat. Period. Full stop. End of story. You got a bigger channel than I do, Foodie. You're at 100K and I'm not even at 6. I can feed my cat. I can take care of my cat just fine. So how could you make more money than me and you need help? And you got Cameo. And you've got your feedie request on the side. And you've got your YouTube channel that you probably make $3,000 or $4,000 a month with. And you need help? I can't believe the Beezers don't think about that when they're sending you money. That logic and reason do not enter the picture. They don't just stop and think, she's got a big channel and she's eating fast food all the time, constantly. She's got to have money. She can't be broke to do that. Why is she asking for my money? She's got more than me. Why am I sending her my hard-earned money? But no, they're stupid over there. They're stupid. And Chantal, you felt free to just take their money and take it. And as long as they give it, you're going to take it. This time you got caught.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. If I can't have the freedom to say what I need to say here, I'm out.
What she really means is, if I'm not free to be a scammer in Kuwait, I'm going back home to be a scammer. I can't be a scammer in Kuwait no more. I can't scam people for money while I'm here. I'll go back to Canada where I can be a scammer. I'll have more freedom to do so. It's game over, Foodie. You gotta go home.
I'm done.
Nobody puts a baby in the corner. She's having herself a little hissy fit, a little temper tantrum. She's mad. She's big mad about the fact that she just can't pull all kinds of scammer games while she's in Kuwait. Nah, go home to Canada and do it. Go home. Perfectly Imperfect says Foodie Beauty is being investigated in Kuwait. Let's watch.
Salah's messaging me right now. Your best thing is to stop messaging me because you're getting me mad too. I'm tired of holding in how I feel. I'm tired of being silenced.
I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. Well, if you're so tired, why didn't you go home long ago? You could have. And don't sit there and cry to me and say, well, I don't have a home back in Canada. But you could make a home, couldn't you? I mean, with the income alone that you're making off YouTube, Foodie, you can get yourself a decent place. You've always had the choice to go home. You just don't want to because you're lazy. And you've made a little nest there in Kuwait and you didn't want to leave that nest. Although you should have anticipated at some point you would have to go home for one reason or another. You've always been a tourist. You've never been a resident. So thinking that Kuwait is your forever home, it's not. You knew at some point you'd have to go. You had to know that, and you should have prepared. And if you didn't, that's on you. It's not like you couldn't put money away. You could have. You just didn't do it.
I need to leave here so I can speak my mind, okay? I need to get the hell out of here.
Oh, I know this is something small, but when it comes to Chantal and the fact that she's a liar, you look for tells to see if she's doing the duper's delight thing or if she's really angry. That's a big one right there. Her biting on her thumb. That's like a nervous habit of hers. Like when she's nervous, anxious, she bites on her fingers.
Investigating, exactly. Bye. Don't talk to me, Salah. Thank you. It's done. I'm leaving. I'm done. Sorry. I can't silence myself. Like, I'm done. I'm done with this whole situation. Like, you don't know what it's like holding things in.
She is upset. She is upset. She got to go. And she knows she's got to go. She got to get gone. Oh, she's shaking in her Temu shoes. I got to go and I'm not ready. I didn't set anything up. I probably didn't have any money put away. Or if I did, not that much. You know, she's on the phone right now calling mom, calling Shmi, saying, can I sleep on your couch? Because I got to go, mom. I can't wait another week, another month. I got to go now. They're filing charges on me as we speak. I got to go. She got to be on the run. And I hope they do, because you did break the law. You wanted to F around, and now you're finding out. You are finding out. Let's see what else we got here. Perfectly Imperfect says, Foodie Beauty planned the kitten stunt. She had a carrier ready, filmed the same pregnant cat weeks ago, and even fed it on camera. She knew what she was doing. This wasn't a rescue. It was a setup for sympathy and money. She's been begging for money for months now, hinting at some big trip, possibly moving back to Canada, selling furniture, etc. She knows she has a large presence of viewers that do not like her and knows they would be outraged. She knew that she had the perfect excuse for why she put the kitten back on the street. Blame the haters. What didn't she plan on? Viewers knowing Kuwaiti law better than her bum husband, who was born there. I hope the Kuwaiti authorities investigate her channel and see she's been soliciting for donations for the Kuwaiti cats for months now without a license. Oh, I hope they go deep with her. I hope the government checks out all her socials and sees everything going on, including the donations she was taking on Ramadan. Ooh, that would not go over well. And here's something interesting. Y'all lean into this. So she was claiming that the cat was taken to a vet, correct? What's this? What's that? A veterinary pharmacy, where you get medications, but there's no vet there. There's absolutely no vet there. So there you go. See, Chantal, it was not a vet. It was a veterinary pharmacy. It's a place to get medications, but they can't do blood tests. They can't perform tests on an animal. They can't do examinations. They can't do anything. So how in the world does the cat have a lung infection? And if the cat had a lung infection and was examined by a real vet, because Paws Kuwait showed videos examining the kitten, they did an examination of the mother, Bruce, and his sister. Why are they up for adoption already? Like, why are they going to a foster already? If they were really, really sick, wouldn't it take time to get them healthy before they go to a foster? See why it's a bad idea to lie? You get caught. Oh, you get caught. You know what? I think you were just telling people that the cat had a lung infection to get more money out of people. Not only do I have a kitten, which is like $1 or $2 signs, but oh, the cat is sick. It's going to need extra money. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You were making up stuff as you went, trying to get people to feel sorry for you, sorry for the cat. And maybe you thought, oh, if I say it has a lung infection, I can ask money for a longer period of time. Because lung infections take a while to clear up. I can ask money for weeks about this. You were grifting too hard, Chantal, and you just did not know when to stop. Let's see. Your mom's emotional support, Kara, says Chantal is angry because as a non-citizen, she risked deportation by rescuing that kitten. Her pompous butt is used to getting away with bending rules, but she cannot play with immigration. It is convenient for her to blame Girl World. We know the truth and have the receipts. Hear, hear. We sure do. Your mom's emotional support, Garrett, also says, Chantal, who advised you to return the kitten? You were scared crapless, or you had to still milk it for donations. The specific law is non-residents cannot rescue animals for fear of deportation. Interesting. Better get those papers in order. Oh, she's got to get them in order like quickly. Quickly. And I'm just going to throw this in. This is not Chantal related, but it also kind of is related to her because she is a taker. If you're a giver, remember to learn your limits because the takers don't have any. True. Takers have no limits and they will take and take and take until you run out of things to give to them. Enigma says, and if it dies, it's your fault. That's what she said. Sammy says, thank God this person can't have kids. The narcissist prayer. That didn't happen. And if it did, it wasn't that bad. And if it was, that's not a big deal. And if it is, that's not my fault. And if it was, I didn't mean it. And if I did, you deserved it. Yep, narcissist prayer. I'm sure Chantal says that every night before bed. Lisa LB says she asked for the monies to be sent to her PayPal under friends and family so she could keep the $600, $700 at Team YouTube. We thought scamming was against terms of service. Kristen says Foodie Beauty is live, blaming the audience, blocking viewers, and conveniently not addressing the over $600 in super chats she collected. Let's watch.
Really sad. Basically, in my video, like Salah was like, don't, okay, I'm sorry, babe, I have to out this, but he's like, don't mention that people reported it. I wasn't going to, but I'm not taking the blame for returning the cat, okay? I had no choice. People mass reported it.
Oh, I already reacted to this. I'm sorry. Apologies. I already reacted to that. It's okay. It's all right. So we're done with the Twitter peeps. Yeah, it took a minute, but it's a good day, girl world. It's a good day. It's a good day. And I downloaded her live. The moment she finished, I was like pushing the record button. Like, push, hurry up, get a copy before. Man, I cut my teeth during Crackhead Olympics. I know how she plays the game. And Chantal does not change. Like, she's a creature of many, many habits. So as soon as she got done, I was downloading a copy and I got it. And we're going to start a few minutes in, and it's going to take a few minutes for her to start cooking, but it's worth it. So hope you guys enjoy this react to her deleted live. Let's go, y'all.
Over caffeinated? Yeah. I just feel blah. Thanks, discombobulated. Sorry for your loss, Mena. No problem. You don't have to explain yourself. I'm sorry for your loss.
Even before she starts cooking and she starts getting mad, she's been stressed out. Even before she found out about the post from Pause Kuwait, I'm sure that she's been anxious because she was waiting for the other shoe to drop. She didn't know if it would happen. She didn't know when it would happen, but she was anticipating something. Like maybe she felt in her soul like, I've gone too far. And she wanted to see what the damage would be, and then once it happened, she would know how to deal with it. Well, now you know, Foodie. Now you know.
The filter's weird. Whatever, I'm like natural. Bags under my eyes.
Girl, let me tell you something. I know you've got the skin smoothing filter on, and it is helping to smooth things out, but I can see beneath the filters.
Hey, Barbara. No, I wasn't crying.
Yeah, you were. You were crying. You're stressed out. You're anxious. You're thinking, did I go too far this time? Yeah, I think I did. This is crazy. I'm being reported to the authorities.
I've been beezing. You like the eyeliner? I just did a fast job just to look more like, without any makeup, I'd probably look like dead. Hey, Laura. A really YouTube lover? No way. You're in a depression hole? Yeah, me too, Isapi, honestly. Thanks, Belle. I'm just like, I just feel really jaded and non-optimistic right now.
What's new?
About stuff.
She's still salty over the fact that she couldn't bring the kitten home and keep it for a while and milk it for money. She's so angry about that. The fact that she can't exploit yet another animal for profit. She's so angry about that because she was anticipating, because it was a kitten, it would bring in the big money.
Like,
I mean, she can't even say, I was lonely and I was wanting the kitten for companionship. She already had Julia. She already had a cat in the house that she wasn't taking proper care of. Julia is pooing all over the carpet and very sad. No concern about Julia. What's going on with her? Like, remember what I told you guys about Foodie is a person that she's forever chasing the new car smell? Remember me talking about that? She is someone that she gets infatuated with someone or something. When it's brand new, when it's fresh, it fascinates her. She gets an infatuation with it. She has kind of a crush over it. But then over the course of time, as it's not new anymore, she loses that infatuation. That rush of energy goes away. And then she stops paying attention to it. She's forever chasing the tail of the dragon, finding things that'll get her high or make her temporarily happy. Just chasing, chasing, chasing. So she was fascinated with Julia for a minute, but then I guess she's not fascinated anymore and she just wanted a kitten. But not because she's lonely. She needed a moneymaker. She's been doing this for weeks, looking for any way to make money off of people.
I don't know. No, Anarol, I didn't just wake up. It's dark and sharp. True, Meg. Hi, Teardrop. Honestly, seeing you guys helps, though, honestly. What is there not to be optimistic about? I feel like every day I hate people more and more.
She's so angry. She's she's so angry. Consequences, ain't they something? Karma, ain't it something? You hate people, Chantal. You hate people, you hate girl world, because in a way, we function as a hall of mirrors, and we reflect you back to yourself. We reflect your own lies, your own deception, your own evil back to you. You want to change the reflection depending on your mood or what's going on. You want to control the narrative, and you can't, because you decided to put yourself out there in front of the public. You decided to make a public YouTube channel. You wanted to make money off the public. You want to get the attention of the public. Well, you got it. You wanted it and you got it. And now that you have it, you don't like it. And it's all due to your behavior on YouTube. The things that you decided to show us, the content that you decided to make. A long time ago, you were very comfortable being the bad guy. You said, that's the path that I want to take. I want to walk through the crowd and hear people booing at me and throwing tomatoes. You wanted to be hated on YouTube. You love that negative attention. You did everything in your power to get as much as you possibly could. Well, now you got it. Now you have it. You exposed so many things to us and we paid attention. Back at the Canadian villa, you showed us your messy, disgusting house, the conditions that you and your cats lived in, your absolute neglect of your animals. And now, being in Kuwait, the lack of care for Julia. You know the anger that it was causing people, and you didn't care. Do you care now? Because it led to the consequences? It's really sad that you care more about the consequences, that you don't have a soul, or at least you're acting like you don't have one. You don't have any remorse or regret about the way that you treated BBJ or Sam or Julia, or the fact that you took a kitten off the street away from its mother for money. You care now, though, don't you?
That's just honestly how I feel. And I blame the internet for that. And I blame myself for exposing myself to the internet. Hi, Scrape.
Well, you wanted to be somebody. You're somebody now. You want to be famous, but you will never be famous, Chantal. You want to know why? Because being famous means you are something or you do something that other people admire and look up to. Somebody somewhere sees you and says, wow, this person is great. I wish I could be a friend to that person, or I wish I could live their life. I want to be like them. I admire them. Nobody thinks you're famous. But what you are is infamous. Infamous is the exact opposite of famous. Infamous means you do things or you are things that people look down upon, that people despise. So you will forever be infamous, but you will never, ever be famous.
Go. Hey, Liz Fairy. But then I come on here and I talk to you lovely people, and gives me a bit of hope. Will you come to Jamaica? I don't know. Did the law come? No. Scapegoat, my flame in my loin. Hey, Kristen.
I mean, this is the way I feel. If you are somewhere, If you travel to another country and you're so desperate for money that you have to do despicable things to make money, it's time to come home. Whatever's going on there, it must be too expensive for you to maintain whatever it is you're maintaining. It's time to come home and downsize. Cut off some expenses that you might have. Live a more simple life. If you have to go so far as to steal a kitten from its mother, it's time to come home.
Kimmy, you'll never make people happy no matter what you do. Yeah, I'm not trying to. It's just, I don't know how to explain how I feel. I just feel grossed out. That's all.
You should be grossed out by the things you've done, not the fact that people are calling you out for said gross things. Because it started with you. You put everything into play. You did, Chantal. Your life and everything about your life starts with you. Every choice starts with you. Be grossed out by yourself, not about the people who hold you accountable for the way you behave and the lives you hurt.
And just down. Jenna Marbles. And she had a lot more eyes on her. And the Hollies. What does being bricked up mean? Let's celebrate our wins this week. Fuck everyone else's. F everyone else. Yeah, true. Good idea, ECP. How is Bruce? I have no idea, Kristen. Honestly, I can't find him, so...
Bruce is fine. Bruce is better than fine. Bruce and his sister and his mother are with Paws Kuwait. They're being taken care of, thank God, and they're away from you. Anything other than you is a better deal.
If he were in my apartment, that would be a different story. I could keep eyes on him, right? Oh, teardrops, sorry.
I'm glad that Bruce wasn't able to stay there. I mean, look at the suffering that poor Julia is in.
Sorry for everyone going through a hard time. Yeah, Elizu. Your profile picture always cracks me up, Elizu. People have a chance to just know what's happening. Yeah, I don't just mean myself. I just mean in general. Like, I don't know. You ever just scroll social media and you get grossed out by the negative stuff, and then people who are like overly positive, you get grossed out by that too? Like, just nothing makes you happy. Nothing. I'm in one of those moods, you know. I know it'll pass, but...
You're always in that mood. You're always tired. You're always bored because you're in a country where you don't belong. You've been there 3 years. You don't have any friends. You don't go out. You don't do anything. You basically created your own version of a human hamster cage that you sit in all day long and eat, and you don't even have a hamster wheel to get some exercise. Or if you do, you're not using it. You're not using the treadmill. And I'm just going to say it. I am just going to say it. You know what I think, Chantal? I think that you're always on the lookout for easy ways to make money. You avoid work like the plague. You don't want to go out there and work and do quality content that entertains people. You don't want to take anybody anywhere and do anything. You don't want to do interesting content. You want to sit on your butt and seal and expect a tiny kitten to make money for you. Well, I'm just going to go over here and seal and smoke my shisha and eat my mukbang, and the kitten will make money for me. You want to put that poor kitten to work. And that would be your content. That kitten would be responsible for entertaining people on YouTube. Well, denied.
Yeah. Just, you know, sometimes just life feels dark. That's it. The vet won't keep them. At least that one. I don't know. I don't know about another one, but now I can't find him. And I haven't heard back from the organization I reached out to as to whether they had him or not. I gave them all the information. So yeah, nice.
I bet you left out the part where you got donations, illegal donations for the kitten. I bet you didn't tell them that, but they know it now.
CCP, congrats. Wait, I assigned a 10K client. I don't know what that means, but congrats. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I have a lot to celebrate. It's not that. It's not, I'm not ungrateful for my life. It has nothing to do with that. It's, I don't know. Thanks, Carefree. Thanks, Dollies. I appreciate you. I hate when I'm in a bad mood and my husband tries to talk to me. I know I try not to like take it out on people around me, like, and be
lies. She can't wait to take out her bad moods on people. She loves it. Don't let her fool you.
You know, crabby. So what I do is I just like, just leave me be. I just need some time because I don't.
This is the woman who is the embodiment of no self-control at all, who follows every impulse she has. She has no self-control. So does anybody believe that she controls her temper? No.
I don't want to be crabby, you know? But I could never, honestly, this cat is like, baby, you're my baby. Come show everybody your beautiful self, baby.
Stop trying to exploit poor Julia. Leave her alone. She don't like you.
Her shaved bum. Oh, so much better. I'm so happy. Crazy Frog. Salah does his best to cheer me up. I'm grateful for him, but
you know what I love about this whole thing? Not only is she probably going to get in trouble, but there's a chance that Salah might get in trouble too. Because when they went to the park to get the kitten, he did show his face. He did. So double win. 2 scammers getting in trouble.
Yeah, he used to be, right? No, what lion cut YouTube? Thank you, Larry. Yeah, I know. Even the, yeah, I don't know. It's even with that, it's so hot. You saw all the cats hiding, and I feel so. I just don't even want to think about. Honestly, I just don't even want to. Like, a part of me never wants to go back to that park because if I see like the mom or if I see any of the cats.
Stop it, Chantal. You know what? I would give you more credit if you came online and you were just your real, authentic self. But you're not. You're so lacking in humanity. You have to put on this fake persona to act as if you have humanity. That you feel for other things when you feel for nothing but yourself. I would rather you come online and just be a complete jerk. That would be authentic. Just say what you feel, what you really feel, who you really are. Take the mask off already. All the way off and keep it off. Just be yourself. It's time. This fake persona doesn't fit you. Take it off.
Deceased, like, I can't handle that. Like, mentally, like, I can't, you know?
All this caring for animals at the same time her own cat, Julia, in the house is suffering and sad. The 2 things are not like the other. How can you be a caring animal person and you have an animal in your house, that there's something wrong with it and you don't care. How that doesn't even match.
Fake outrage. I know.
It's not fake. It's not fake. The outrage is real. Obviously, it's real. If people contacted Pause Kuwait and got the cat's help, that's not fake outrage. That's real, Chantal. That is absolutely real. I know, because you don't have a heart. You don't understand people who do. It just, you can't relate. You can't relate to people really getting angry and really getting upset over pets being hurt or abused or kittens snatched from mothers, because you never felt that. You never felt a sense of empathy. You're shut down inside, I guess, but you don't really feel for anything. You're numb. You're constantly numb.
But it's so like gross. Thanks, Carefree. Hey, Margie. Your dog ignores you. Thank you, YouTube. Anyway. Yeah. Absolute rubbish.
Yes, you are.
Anyway.
I expect that she might be on a red-eye flight tonight. If the charges from Pa Kuwait are going to be filed on Monday, she'll be on a red-eye flight either maybe today or tomorrow.
Right, YouTube lover. Yeah, using the word monster. Like, imagine. Like,
you are a monster.
Set up a cat sanctuary. Yeah, we really have the means for that. Thank you, Teardrop. I don't really want to go into what happened with the whole situation of how we were advised that it was in our best interest to return the cat. But that's what happened, yeah. That's the truth. Yeah, if I left the cat, they would have been like, you're so horrible.
No, he wouldn't have. Because it was a kitten. And obviously there was a mother cat somewhere. Mom cat was around somewhere, maybe hunting for food that she could eat so her kittens could nurse. We wouldn't have been outraged. What are you talking about?
But, yeah. I mean, I don't know. You had to quit a job with working with animals. So awful, I know. Honestly, it's so like, hi, Jackie. Thank you for the rose. Thank you. Hey, little nitty. Julia. Come see Mom. She's a good girl. You want to see her?
No, I don't want you to exploit her anymore. So we're just getting past that part.
Around the apartment, because thank you, Nicole. Sorry for my pimple. It's when I'm nervous, I don't know, I just feel off right now.
You know, even with someone like Chantal, that's a great big liar, she's not a very good liar. Even people who lie, they give themselves away. And sometimes the biggest tells are not the words coming out of their mouth. It can be in body language. So let's look at her body language. Like, she is fidgety. She's very fidgety, messing with her face. She looks anxious, like she's just ready to jump out of her seat. Yeah, like she's worried. She's very worried.
She's ready to play pounce. Like, what we do is like, I know when she's like, Yeah, I don't know, Larry, really. I don't make the rules, you know. Hey, Crystal. Hey, thick thighs. Smushy face. Thank you, dollies. Yeah, she's a sweet baby. She's my baby. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Probably a good idea. But like then I let people win, you know? Like I know 500 I know rescue.
Hold on. Go back to that part, please. Say that again, please.
Win, you know? Like
No.
on my face or in my drink.
That was important. Say that again.
Maybe take a couple of days off. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Probably a good idea. But like then I let people win, you know? Like
that part. Then I let people win. It's a game to her. It's like it's a game. And she's determined to win. And she looks at everything like that. Like everything is a competition or a game that she's got to play or she's got to win over something. When you do the right thing for the right reasons and you got the right intentions, yeah, you can win because your heart was in the right place and you went through the proper channels. But someone like Chantal never has the right intentions. She never goes to the proper channels. She's very selfishly, evilly motivated. And what motivates her is her impulses and her cravings and her addictions. And, you know, like she's in her addiction brain. I want. Give me. And she doesn't care what the cost. She doesn't care what the consequences, as long as she gets what she wants. But she looks at her being online and girl world and the internet is some sort of a game. And she's playing the game with us, or she's playing the game with the world or with Salah. And in every game, she's got to be the victor by any means necessary. And I've said this before, Chantal, and I will say it again. You remind me so much of somebody sitting at a poker table and they're losing all of their chips. And even though the smartest thing to do would be to get away from the table, just cut your losses and go. Just realize I'm not going to get a big jackpot. I just need to cut my losses and walk away. You won't, because you're so determined to win. And here's another thing. You've already lost. You've lost so much. So much that you can't get back. That you will never get back. At this point, it's not about winning or losing. At this point, it's about how much are you willing to lose? Do you have much to gamble with right now? You really, really don't. You've already lost the game. Now it's just a matter of, do I want to lose it all? How far down do I want to take myself? All for the sake of a Pyrrhic victory, which will mean nothing.
I know 500. I know rescued all the dogs, eh? Valerian root is like really. Hey, Haley.
Like she's so caught up in social media. She's so caught up in girl world and the internet that she's not paying attention to what she really needs to pay attention to. Her own happiness, her own health. All that she cares about is, I've got to get one over on girl world. I've got to win against girl world. I've got to keep all of my secrets covered up. I can't let people know how miserable and broke I really am. I've got to put out this false picture of happiness that does not exist, not even for myself. The attention should go here, not over here, not on other people. But she's on that world stage and she's putting on a performance and she wants to be victorious in her performance. Well, guess what, Chantal? You're not going to be, because it looks like the Kuwait arc is over. The final curtain has been called and somebody is on the wing of the theater with a big old cane with a hook on it, ready to pull you off stage. It's time to go.
Mommy. Ew, don't call me mommy. Just do what feels right for you. Toy gummy worm? Important strawberries.
I'm trying to get to the part where she really starts to cook. When she gets mad, I'm here for the mad. I don't care about this blah, 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 blah. I don't care.
I don't see it. I don't think it went through strawberries. What? Who? They were
Okay, it's about to go down, y'all. She's about to find out on live about the post from Pause Kuwait and the fact that they're taking legal action. She's about to find out. She didn't know. Somebody in her life told her.
rescued Bruce and his. Who did? What? Who?
Ooh, look at the stress on her face. This is the moment where her mind is exploding and she's going, oh, crap. The shoe just dropped. Oh, and there's another sign of stress. Y'all, look. See the lips? Pressing the lips together? She's stressed.
I didn't see her comment. Pause Kuwait just uploaded up. No way, let me check.
There we go. It's happening. Boom goes the dynamite.
Okay. So.
Oh, she's shook. Look at her. She's shook. She is shook.
I guess they're being rescued. They've been rescued. But I feel like haters probably like bombarded them too. And now they're like, we're not accepting. There's like this big drama post on their page. Like, we are dealing legally with people asking for illegal donations for the cat. Like, what?
They were calling you out. They were talking about you. They were basically saying, we see you, Chantal. We know all about you. They were throwing massive shade at you and also letting you know that they see you. They know all about what you're doing. I'm sure they've been sent all kinds of stuff from all different kinds of people. And you may call Girl World haters. Yeah, we're haters. We hate people who neglect and abuse animals. That's what we hate. We hate evil, and you are evil. That's what we hate. That's what we hate. And if the hate, as you call it, led to animals being rescued and put in a foster home and given a better life, I say the hate was worth it. I say the hate did some good. Bravo, Girl World, bravo. Bravo to those people who contacted Pause Kuwait. Good on you. I applaud you.
I hope they're not referring to me because I did not do that.
They are referring to you. They were talking specifically about you.
Whatsoever. Like, what? Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, I'm getting in shit. I bet you I'm going to get in crap for trying to be nice and help them. If it weren't for me, They even used my pictures on their page.
Yep. You're like, it can't be me. Then she says they're using her pictures. So it's you. If it weren't you, why would they use your pictures? They know about you. You are panicking right now. You are panicking. You are shaking. Because you got a bullseye on your back. Now you're under their radar. You are on the radar now, Chantal. You're being investigated. There's a case number. There's a lawyer. You're under the radar. You can't get away with nothing no more. Time to go home.
They even use my pictures on their page. Yes, they're harassing everybody.
Who's harassing? People reporting the fact that you broke laws is not harassment. The fact that you took a kitten away from its mother is not harassment. That was for the protection of the animal.
They're not suing me because I'm not paying a dime.
And you know what? I hope they go further. I hope you get investigated for taking Julia off the street, because isn't that also illegal? Because she was also on the street? I hope that a home is found for Julia as well. She doesn't need to be there with Chantal. I hope all the animals are rescued. Chantal should not have had other pets after BBJ and Sam. She should have learned her lesson, and she didn't. So you F around, you're gonna find out.
Like, I need to get out of this country, man.
Yep, you sure do. Time to go. The kitchen is getting too hot. It's time to leave.
Like, insane. Which country villainizes people for trying to help? Like, what? Like,
Chantal, you can't even use the excuse of, I'm a tourist. I didn't know better. You've been in Kuwait for 3 years. I'm sure they're going to take a look at your passport and see all those doggone stamps and see, this is not somebody just passed by a week ago and did this. This is somebody who's been here numerous times. So she should know the laws. She should know. You can't use ignorance as an excuse. And they're going to look at you and go, you're a tourist. You're supposed to be touring and then get out. But you're living here. What are you doing trying to adopt a pet? What are you doing? They're going to look at you and say all that.
Yeah, they used my pictures that I sent them initially.
I love that. I love the fact they used her pictures.
And then go check out the post. It's like, I'm gonna go get it.
I bet you wished that you had listened to your beezers when you were at the park and there were people telling you, don't take the kitten. Your own beezers, some of them said, don't do it, Chantal. Don't do it. Don't. And the more people told you not to do something, the more you wanted to do it, because you are defiant. The more the people say, don't do this, or you shouldn't do this, the more you want to do it. Well, your defiance is expensive, isn't it?
I'm not getting off. Don't tell me to get off.
Ooh, spicy. We got the spicy meatball. She is getting spicy with Salah because Salah's saying, you need to go, you need to go. She's like, no, I don't want to.
Of course, Nicole, you got doxxed. Of course. These are the people who say that we're bad people. Do you see what I mean?
Now, Nicole getting doxxed, that's her fault. And she can't even say that she was doxxed, because on her channel, you guys saw it. I reacted to one of her videos. There were 2 of them. There was a shorter one that came after that. She used her name. She doxed herself. Her channel name is her real name, I guess. She doxed herself. She decided to put herself out there to make videos going after Girl World, going after Girl World creators, trying to punch at Girl World, which You got to know, as soon as she did that, it was all over Twitter. And then the Kiwi farmers got a hold of her, found out her socials. She doxed herself. She put herself out there. She wanted to support Chantal and at the same time make money off of Chantal. And yes, Nicole, you did. You're probably hoping you can grow a channel off of Beezers from Chantal's channel, joining on your channel. And that just didn't happen, did it? Got the attention of Girl World, though. Yes, it did. But she doxed herself. She absolutely did. Now her account is gone.
Do you see how they are? How is it illegal? Like,
can I just say this? You know what's really silly and stupid about Nicole Garrett supporting Chantal? Nicole, ma'am, I don't know where you're from. I don't know where you live, but you are a woman that you're in your 40s. I think you're like 45, 43. And you're from, you got a kind of a Southern accent to you, like a Southern twang. And there's nothing wrong with that. Listen to me. I got one. It's ever so slight, but it's there. The irony is that Chantal looks at anybody from the States as being a hillbilly. Doesn't she say that about people in the U.S.? You're all a bunch of hillbillies. Especially if you got a Southern accent. And she age shames a lot. So Nicole sticking up for Chantal is ironic because Nicole is the kind of person that Chantal would make fun of if they weren't a Beezer. Chantal would say, oh, like you're old and you're a hillbilly. Chantal absolutely would. She's done that before. So Nicole over there supporting somebody that Chantal would make fun of in a hot minute.
For me to take the cat and people said they would help with money to bring him to the vet.
Hold on. Say that again. Say it again. Rewind. Fast forward. Let's go.
Do you see how they are?
Yeah, I see how we are. We don't like people who support other people who are animal abusers. Yeah, we're like that. And on top of that, you want to come after Girl World? You're going to make all kinds of claims with no receipts, like Nicole did? I don't understand them. They're just hateful. Blah, blah, blah. But no receipts to back it up.
How is it illegal, like, for me to take the cat and people said they would help?
You shouldn't have asked for help. You asked for help immediately.
With money to bring him to the vet. But it's okay for that organization to ask for donations.
Because they're going about things the right way, the legal way, because they are an organization and they weren't asking for personal donations to their own personal PayPal accounts. That's why. That's how. The proper channels for the proper people. You were asking people to send money to your personal PayPal account. You were asking them to send it through friends and family. So A, you would get more money, and B, so there would be no refunds. You made sure to have that on lock so that nobody could get their money back. They couldn't do a charge back. You scammer. That's why. The money was going to you personally. It wasn't going to an organization. You're not an organization. You're not set up to help animals. You are a person looking to grift animals for money because your butt is too lazy to make content and make money the right way. See how that works? Going about things the right way versus the wrong way. When you go about things the wrong way, there are consequences, and you're finding that out now.
Like what? Shut up, Selena. I'm not mad they got rescued. Like, I seriously need to get out of here. I can't. I don't know. Doxing Nicole was the worst bullying. Yeah, but we're the bullies, right? We're the bullies. Okay. Yeah, someone probably sent messages saying I'm a scammer. Exactly.
You are a scammer, and it can be proven. That's the beautiful part. It was proved with all kinds of pictures and video clips that you put on your channel, your own live streams, people sending super chats for the cat, asking for PayPal for the cat, providing your PayPal link for the cat. You provided all the evidence, Chantal, yourself. All the people had to do was screen grab and video record, and there you are. People just handing over stuff that you yourself created. I love it the most for you.
Exactly. Yep. I use my platform to help.
No, you don't. Actually, you know what? You're right. You do use your platform to help yourself. Yourself. You use the platform to help yourself. And you have no problem helping yourself to other people's money. You have no problem begging for money, scamming for money. Maybe it's all caught up with you.
Good luck. Send the law after me. I'm getting out of here. Honestly, I'm not staying here.
Bye. Bye. See you later. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Nope. Canada bees for life. That's it. Because I'm not staying somewhere where I get in legal trouble for helping a kitten from dying.
You know what? Somebody called the ambulance. We have a patient. Where's the ambulance? We need a ambulance over here.
Like, no way. Nope. Yeah, exactly, Kristen. Yep. Yeah, I'm leaving here.
Good. If you're over there snatching kittens away from their mothers, you don't need to stay there. It's time to come home. If that's the links that you have to go to make money, it's time to come home right now. Right now.
This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
You know, she's a narcissist. Narcissists never understand, and they just can't comprehend when they do wrong things and then they get caught. And then they got to deal with the consequences of said wrong actions. Like, I can't believe it. I don't understand. I'm a victim here. No, you're a predator that makes everybody and everything into a victim. The victim mentality is strong with you, but just because you have it doesn't mean you are one. You make animals into victims. You make people into victims. You're not a victim. You are very aware of what you do and how you do it and why you do it. And the things that happen aren't by accident. The things you do are calculated with a goal. And the goal is to supply the men in your life and the habits you have. There's thought with that. And just as you have those thoughts to do wrong, you could stop yourself, but you don't, because you are selfishly, evilly motivated. And if it's catching up with you, I'm glad. It's time the universe put a stop to you hurting people and hurting things and hurting animals. That needs to come to a full stop right now. That is the part that is ridiculous. You have had the luck of the gods in the past, Chantal. You've done so many things where you could have gone to jail, but you didn't. The universe gave you a pass. The universe gave you a chance to change course. You didn't. You just kept on. And every time you got away with something, it emboldened you to keep going, doing more wrong and more wrong and more wrong, and keep hurting more people and more innocent animals. And then the universe decided this one is not going to change. She's not going to be a good person. She's not going to stop herself. There's going to be no wake up moment here. So I guess it's time we wake her up. It's time that we pull her down from that tower of ego that she has walled herself up in. Let it crumble. Let it fall. It needs to happen. That's what's happening now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
The pursed lips again. Ooh, she's stressing.
They're not suing anybody. It's ridiculous. Salah's messaging me right now. Your best thing is to stop messaging me because you're getting me mad too. I'm tired of holding in how I feel. I'm tired of being silenced. I need to leave here so I can speak my mind, okay? I need to get the hell out of here.
What happened to, I'm so happy in Kuwait with my handsomest husband. You're married. Are you going to take your husband with you? I don't think so. I don't think you're taking Salah back to Canada. And what a way to talk to your handsomest man, telling him to shut up and leave me alone. What a wonderful, respectful way to talk to the man you love in front of people. Up, biting on the nails. More self-soothing.
Investigating, exactly. Bye. Don't talk to me, Salah. Thank you. It's done. I'm leaving. I'm done. Sorry. I can't silence myself.
You know, there's very little in life that scares Chantal. There's very few things that will put this kind of fear in her. But that one word, investigating. Ooh, she's scared. She's scared. Investigating, legal stuff, authorities, justice. Those are words that scare the crap out of her. You want to know why? Because although she thinks she's the authority, she's scared to death of dealing with real authority, dealing with people that are not beezers, being in situations that she can't lie her way out of or cry her way out of, or she can't use that baby voice to manipulate. Standing in front of police or government or in a court of law, she can't lie her way around that. She knows it. In situations like that, you have no power, Chantal. And they won't care if you're a YouTuber with a YouTube channel or a YouTube plaque. They're going to hold you accountable. Maybe for the first time in your life, you're going to have to face what you are and what you've done.
Like, I'm done. I'm done with this whole situation. Like, you don't know what it's like holding things in.
Well, if it bothers you that bad, should have went to Canada a long time ago.
Get in trouble with the law for helping a cat. Yeah. Or asking for donations for help. Yeah.
So you're in trouble two ways. You're in trouble for taking the cat in the first place, and you're in trouble for accepting donations for the cat. And like I said, I hope they nail you to the wall for that, plus Julia, because she was also a street cat.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. If I can't have the freedom to say what I need to say here, I'm out. I'm done.
You know what? It's not the freedom to say what she wants to say in Kuwait that's making her leave. That's just the excuse. Because since Chantal's been in Kuwait, has she ever restrained herself? No. It's the idea of, I could get in serious trouble for this. I could go to jail for this. They could hit me a huge fine in Kuwait, and there's nothing I can do. And in Kuwait, if you owe money, you can't leave. You got to pay what you owe before you leave. So the fact that the law is now involved, like, her soul has left her body.
And now Salah's giving me shit. He's giving me trouble, yelling at me.
Yeah, he's probably said, I told you so. This harebrained idea that you had for taking an animal out of the park. I told you so.
Done. I'm done. I'm going home.
I'm going home. I'm going home. Good, go. Go. And you know what? I think it would be extremely karmic if you ended up in a Motel 6 room. Not that there's anything wrong with the Motel 6. They got nice rooms. But I'm only saying that because of all the crap you talked long ago about FFG staying at the Motel 6. I hope you end up at a Motel 6. That'd be awesome if you did. And you know she made a phone call to Shmi, freaking out. Mom, I was bad and I got caught. I need to come home. I need to sleep on your couch. You know, Mom got that late night phone call and she was probably like, oh, no, I don't have room for this one. I have no bed for this one. I can't afford this one. You know, Chantal's making all kinds of phone calls right now. Like, anybody, everybody, can I stay here? Can I borrow this money? Can you help me out? You know, like, she is phoning everybody she knows to help her. And I love the fact that right about now, girl world, it seems like the F around and find out card is being spread out because Amberlyn Reed has trouble her way right now. So has Foodie, and so has Anime Sucks. So it would seem the F around and find out energy is being spread around. I love that.
He's yelling at me for speaking my mind.
He's probably like yelling at you and saying, you're making the situation worse. You're still in Kuwait. You haven't left yet. And you're speaking out about the Kuwaiti government and their laws. Is this a smart thing to do?
That's how it is. You get in trouble. Yep. For speaking your mind. So I'm out.
Yep. You'll probably be on the flight tonight. And you didn't do a good thing. Can I just say that again? You did not do a good thing with the kitten. It was not, there was no true, honest, sincere intention behind it. There was the intention of money. There was the intention of, I want attention. I want money. I want to get attention from girl world again. Your intentions were bad. Your energy was bad. And therefore the consequences are bad. The scales are balanced. If you put out bad energy and bad intention, guess what? The boomerang comes back around. And it's coming back around real quick for you.
Breezeth, right? Like, I don't feel safe telling you the whole story right now while I'm here. So I'm leaving.
I don't feel safe telling you the whole story. What story? Oh, what is she going to do? Is she going to go home to Canada and open up her mouth and put the spin on it like this is all Salah's fault? He put me up to it. Is that the angle that she's going to take, y'all? Because I got a feeling that's incoming. That the moment she gets back to to Canada, suddenly everything's going to be Salah's fault. She's going to open up the vaults about Salah did this and Salah said that and blah, blah, blah. Like she is going to use him for content like nobody's business. And just for the record, Chantal, if you do that, if you go home to Canada and you start telling this false story of this is Salah's fault, he wanted me to get the cat, we're going to know right away that you're lying. Because all along, every single time that you've gotten a pet or an animal that you bring into your home, it's always been your idea. You nagged Salah to get the hamster. He didn't want to get the hamster. Then you nagged him again to get Julia. He didn't want to get Julia. And then here you are again. You wanted Bruce the kitten. You just want to put animals around you to try to connect with people in your audience that are animal lovers, that are pet lovers. You want to bring those people in and make it seem like, oh, you love animals? I love animals too. See, I've got a pet. Using an animal to connect with people in your audience and put on this false face of somebody who actually cares about animals. When those of us who are in girl world, we know the truth. We've known the truth for years. You don't care about animals. You barely care about yourself. You don't care about yourself properly. You care about satisfying all of your addictions and your impulses. But you don't care about the things you need to care about, like your health, like your real happiness. You care about your cravings. You care about the next mukbang or finding the next set of feeders that can give you feeder money. You don't care about worthwhile, meaningful things in life. You care about things that are meaningless. Hence the reason why you feel so empty and why your life is so empty. That's why, even though, yes, you do have a YouTube channel. Yeah, you get a bunch of subscribers and you make a YouTube paycheck. Big whoop-de freaking do. Worthless, meaningless. You lead a meaningless life. There is no purpose in it. That's why you feel that emptiness and you're always chasing the next thing to try to fill up the space. But it's because of what you fill it with that it forever feels empty and you're forever feeling unhappy. And you should have figured that out long ago, where the balance was off, and fix it. But you never did. You never did. You chasing the almighty dollar using scammy means. That's going to cost you.
I'm trying to like regroup so I can talk about it. Yeah, a good deed.
It wasn't a good deed. It was a selfish deed with selfish intention. That's what it was. Because immediately you started asking for money from your audience. A good deed would have been, I'm going to take a kitten into my care and I'm going to care for it. I'm not going to ask for money. I'm just going to care for it. But immediately you were begging for money and providing your PayPal link. So talk to me about, oh, it was a good intention. Lies. Lies. People who do good deeds and have good intentions don't ask for reward.
Gets you investigated, right? Dude, because they listen to haters. They listen to haters. That's why. They're insane. Like, I'm sorry. I can't do it. I need to leave. I need to go home. Chantal, what I witnessed the other day was a maternal instinct kick. I knew that was beautiful. Do not let anyone make you feel ashamed of that. Thank you, Nina. We love you and we'll be here. I don't feel ashamed. And I know I didn't do anything wrong. That's the thing.
If you didn't do anything wrong, why are you scared? People who do good things, that do nothing wrong, they've got nothing to be scared about. True or untrue? If you do good things with good intentions, if you've done nothing wrong and you know you've done nothing wrong, there's nothing to be scared about. You're scared when you know you've done something wrong. Even before this whole catnapping incident, y'all, she's on Twitter. She's on YouTube. She watches reaction videos. People have been saying well before then that accepting donations for any reason while in Kuwait is illegal. She's not ignorant. She knew. She knew and she did it anyway. She just pushed on ahead because she thought, I'm untouchable and I can't get caught. I'm so clever. I'm in Kuwait and nobody can find me. I'm in an apartment that is more than likely in somebody else's name. And the car that I drive is in somebody else's name. I am well hidden over here. They can't get me. Guess what? They got you. All that hiding and dodging and ducking and weaving, they got you. I guess you weren't hidden enough. They got you. Now they know your name. Now you're on the radar. Now there's a case number. Now there's a lawyer. All that arrogance worked against you, huh, Chantal?
You know?
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
I'm not even allowed to ask for donations, apparently, for help to be sent home. So,
Ha ha. Ha ha. So you can't ask for anything for a cat. And you can't get on YouTube and ask for donations to help you go home. That's a shame. That's a shame. That is an awful shame. And you know they're going to look at your account, Chantal. They're going to want to see your PayPal. They're going to see all the money coming in and out and the dates too. And they might notice the ones of the, like the donations coming in during Ramadan.
oh,
No. Which is also another big no-no.
No.
She's big mad. She's going through a hissy fit. I can't beg and scam anymore. In Kuwait, they cut me off. I can't do it anymore. I'm just going to sit here and hold my breath. We'll keep holding your breath, Foodie. Game is up. The scamming game is over.
This life isn't for me.
This is so sad. She's got her YouTube. She's got her Cameo. She's got her merch stores. She's got all different ways to make money. But she's freaking out and she's leaving because she can't get that quick, easy money in her PayPal. Unbelievable, huh? Even though I'm making plenty of money, and if I were smart with my money, that'd be more than enough, because I can't get extra money on top of that from people right away through PayPal. I gotta go. She's so determined to be a scammer.
No, Deb, I felt something was up because I messaged them and they said they were going to help. I sent them all the information. I sent them the pictures of the cats and everything. And then they didn't answer me like for a whole day, you know, because I said, do you accept PayPal donations? Because on their very own page, they say, we need help, you know, with this and that and that. So I thought it was just helping. I'm scamming how? Like what? Like I received like $70.
Lies. She got more than 70. You know she got more than 70. You can't trust what this one tells us. Whatever amount she got, she's going to play it down like it wasn't that much. Even if it were only $70, Foodie, what you did was illegal. $70 is $70. That's still illegal. Even if all you got was $1, you were still breaking the law.
In PayPal, and I used like 50 or more for the pets, the pet pharmacy vet clinic. Like what?
Pharmacy. Before, she said it was the vet. And then when people started calling her out and saying it was a pharmacist, not a vet, suddenly her story changes to it's a pharmacist.
What? Get a life. Anyway, do what you want. I'm done.
Good. I'm glad to hear that you're done scamming people in Kuwait. Can't wait for the next arc.
I offered to send them what I had from PayPal left.
As if they're going to take money from you. You acquired that money illegally. And they are about helping animals through the right legal channels. They don't want to get in trouble taking your dirty money.
To them to help.
Like, you've already been busted for breaking the law. Do you think they want to get involved and get roped in with you? I mean, use your brain. And you told on yourself. Do you realize you told on yourself, Chantal? I don't think you realize you told on yourself when you were talking to him. When you confessed that you got $70 in donations for the cat. You were basically telling him, yeah, I broke a law. You're confessing to a crime. You told on yourself. That's what I love about her. Rule number 1, Chantal lies. Rule number 2, she tells on herself. In her panic, she told on herself. She basically said, yeah, I broke a law and I committed a crime.
And they're like, we're investigating. Okay. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. I'm not dealing. Like I don't have to live my life this way. I don't have to. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking more, Salah. Keep messaging me. Keep doing it.
I wonder if he'll be on the run too, because he was in that cat napping video. His face was all up in it, his body. He might be in trouble as well.
No, I'm going home soon.
Yeah, probably tonight or tomorrow. Guarantee you she'll be home by the weekend.
Nicole, my heart is breaking because I know you have love in your heart now that we care and see yourself. Thank you, Nicole. I'm so sorry they did that to you. Doxing you over an internet thing.
She doxed herself. She put her real name on her channel. So where did the doxing come in? If she decided to use her real name as her channel name. All I saw on Twitter was her Instagram and her Twitter socials. I didn't see anything relating to like personal stuff.
So you people who are insane never have the right to say any of us over here are vile, because we don't sit here doxing people.
Lies. Oh, you just told a great big lie. You just told a great big lie, and 2 middle fingers up for that, Chantal. How hard did you go after Perfectly Imperfect? Trying to threaten her job. What about her husband? What about her children? Her son, her daughter? Making up sock accounts and using her actual children's pictures. I don't dox people. My ass, you do. What about the other people you've doxed? And you had other people do that kind of dirty work for you. You've doxed plenty of people. You even doxed an elderly woman in a nursing home who has nothing to do with Girl World. Dee Dee's mother, bringing her into it when she did nothing wrong. And you were trying to use that as a gotcha, as a point to hurt. You've doxed so many people, Chantal, yourself, as a means to control, as a means to hurt. You've doxed people. And if you haven't done it, you have other people do it for you. Dirty work done by dirty ass people employed by you. And let's not forget that whole period when Nader was issuing out privacy complaints, over 140, trying to get people's personal info. Yeah, I remember that too.
Discombobulated in the Western, where you're used to seeing any animal in need on the streets and helping you, did what Allah wanted you to do. You are too sweet and kind. The abusers love you for that. Thank you. Thank you, Discombobulated. Thank you. I know, for them treating me like I'm some criminal scammer.
You are. You are. You are a criminal scammer. You broke the law. That makes you a criminal. You scamming people for money makes you a scammer. So what about that is wrong? Grifting money, scamming people for money. What about that is wrong? That's pretty much a true assessment.
When I'm trying to help.
You're trying to help yourself. Just yourself.
There's proof of them not wanting their donations back. Exactly. I have proof on my PayPal for that. And I spent a big chunk of that on taking the kitten to the vet. I have the antibiotics.
There's no proof. You know, Chantal, this is Girl World. We are all about receipts. Where are the receipts? Where's the receipt for the bill of sale for said antibiotics and how much they cost you? Showing the date that you bought them, what they are. Where's that receipt? Where's the receipt for the vet visit? No receipt there either. No receipts? And you've been part of Girl World for how long? And, you know, we look for the receipts and there are none. We're just supposed to go off your word, right? Off the word of a known liar, scammer, grifter. We don't take your word. Your word is worth nothing because you lie. Your word holds no weight and no value. You're at the point now where you lie so much about so many things. We want proof of the truth because we know we won't get it out of you for free. Where's the receipts? Haven't seen any. There's none.
Such BS, man.
I mean, FFG took little BBJ to the vet and showed the vet report. showed everything that was done, showed proof that there was a vet visit, and everything that was done with little BBJ. Showed the paperwork. Why can't you? Because there was none. There was no vet visit. You don't get in and out of a vet's in 15 minutes. Get out of here. Stop it.
I got doxed last year, but they got my legal. These people are sick.
No, you're sick. You're sick. Snatching a kitten off the street for money is sick. Looking at an innocent animal and your first thought is, how can I use that to make money? How can I exploit that for attention and views and money is sick. Exploiting the young and the innocent is sick. That is predatory behavior. That is not the mentality of a victim. That's the mentality of a predator, a sick, disgusting predator with evil, selfish intention, self-serving intention in mind. You're the sick one. Yes, you are.
This is what I'm jaded against. I hate people like this. They're just...
You hate the fact that you live in a world with decent people who are humane, who care about things, who care about other people, who care about animals, that don't think the way that you do. You're angry and pissed off that you don't live in a world that will let you do whatever you want with no consequences. You hate the fact that the scales are balanced. For there is evil, there is good. For whereas there is truth, there are lies. The scale is balanced. You are a liar, but you hate the other side of the scale where truth exists. And you hate the fact that for every action, there's a reaction. You don't do accountability for yourself. So it pisses you off when people hold you accountable. But you bring it on yourself, Foodie. On yourself. Because you are the starting point and you are the finishing point. Every choice you make leads to something else. It always leads to something else. If you make a bad choice with bad intention, you will arrive at the finish line that you designed for yourself. And that goes that way for everybody, not just you. How long have you gone on with your selfish, bratty, narcissistic attitude where you feel like you're untouchable, being defiant, thinking you can just cause so much hurt and you can get away with it for years? You could have taken a different way. There could have been a different path, but you never took it. So here we are, and here you are.
Disgusting. Yeah, I need to leave.
Yes, you do. And you know what I love, Foodie? And I'm just going to sit here and gloat. I'm going to sit here and gloat a minute. I know you watch the tarot readers. I know you watch myself, Neo Tarot, Sunburst Tarot, Melissa Gold Tarot, Four Wands Divination. How long have the tarot readers been telling you? You denied all of us. Oh, they're stupid. They don't know what they're talking about. Do you believe us now? Do you? Are we so stupid now? Are we?
I put the cat back because I was forced to.
Because I was forced to, not because it was the right thing to do, not because I had a change of heart and I thought to myself, this is wrong. I'm taking a baby away from its mother. What am I doing? That is so wrong. What am I doing? Have I lost it? Like this is wrong. You didn't have a soul moment where something inside of you clicked on and you said to yourself, this is wrong. It's wrong to do this. No remorse and no regret. You took it back because you were forced to, not because you had a soul reckoning moment where you realized how wrong it was. So you know what that tells me, Chantal? That tells me that you are cut off from your higher self. You are cut off from your own soul that would normally warn you against such things or speak up and say, this is wrong, Chantal. Don't do it. There's nothing in you that stops you from doing bad things. You just do them with no remorse and no regret. You can do bad things and sleep at night, where most people, it keeps us awake if we do something slightly wrong. But you can be evil and it's no big deal. It's just another day for you. I was forced to put the cat back by other people because I really didn't want to give it back. I was completely okay with the idea of taking a baby away from its mother for profit. And I didn't care how stressed out that animal would be. I didn't care if I don't have the capacity to take care of it, if it's still nursing. And I don't know the first thing about that, nor am I going to learn. I'm just thinking about me, 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 me. Go jump in a dumpster. You make me sick.
We were forced to.
You know what? Good. Everything worked out the way it was supposed to. You got in trouble. Good. Bruce, his mother and sister, they got taken to a vet. Even better. And they're going to be fostered in the United States. Fantastic. Everything worked out the way it was supposed to, y'all.
I begged not to.
No, you didn't. The moment you heard that you were going to get in legal trouble for it, you probably told Salah, take the cat back. You didn't care about the cat. You cared about your own ass.
No, I just need, it's not, I can't. I can't.
I can't.
No, I haven't booked a flight.
She doesn't need to book a flight. See, I don't want to hear her get on here and say, I'm stuck in Kuwait and I can't leave. Y'all, part of the requirements for having a tourist visa is you have to have a return ticket. She's had a return ticket all this time to go back to Canada. So she tries to come online to you beezers and say like, I'm stuck here. Don't believe her. You guys can look it up for yourself. In order for the visa to go through, she has to have a return ticket. She's had it all this time. And she's not used it yet. But she could. She could reschedule her flight and go. So don't listen to this. We cry for food and shelter bullshit. She could go home if she wants to. Tickets already in her purse, ready to go.
You're beautiful, Nicole. Have you seen what most of them look like? Please. Thank you, Buttercup. I'm leaving. Yep. I'm not dealing with this stuff. No way.
Bye.
Getting in legal trouble for helping a kitten? No. Sorry.
Bye-bye.
I don't care if I have to live on the street in Canada. I'm going to do it.
You know what? I don't wish homelessness on anybody. That's a horrible way to live. And my heart goes out to anybody who's homeless because it's just that's hard. It's really hard. And contrary to popular belief or what most people might believe, not every person who is on the street is on there because of party favors. People could be homeless for a variety of reasons, and every person who's homeless has a different story. It could be just bad luck or tragedy or the cost of rent and trying to get a new place. In all truth, a lot of us are one or two missed paychecks or one tragedy away from being homeless ourselves. So I have sympathy for those who are homeless or fear homelessness because it's scary. But in Chantal's case, given the way she lives, it might do her some good to live hard for a while. It might humble her a little bit because she needs to be humbled. Like she's been living too large for too long. And when I say too large, I'm not talking about her body size. I'm talking about the fact that she's just making too much money, spending it recklessly, using it to hurt her health. It makes her arrogant. She needs to be brought back down to earth. Maybe some humbleness will do her a lot of good. Then she won't be so high and mighty on her pedestal, looking down at people and thinking she's far above most people.
Yeah, I know. Teardrop is awful. Hi, Andre Marie. Don't know, Jessica. I just don't feel like I can talk about it much, really. I don't even know what I'm going to do. You know, sugar. Yeah, I know where the embassy is.
You think they're going to help you once they figure out you're a criminal? You think they're really going to help you?
Anyway, yeah, Crystal.
The embassy is not going to look at you and go, oh, you're Foodie Beauty? Oh, well, anything you've done here, we can just give you carte blanche. You get a pass. You're Foodie Beauty, even though you've broken laws, we can look past that. In what world do you think that's going to happen, Foodie?
I don't even want ice cream anymore. I don't want anything.
Let's see you find a loophole out of this one. Since you like loopholes so much, let's see you find one out of this one.
I'm going to get off and talk to Salah. And
Yeah, I wonder if the conversation they had after this live was, Salah, I'm going to the airport tonight. Tonight. We got to go tonight. Like, I got to be on that plane before anything goes through. I got to go tonight, bro. Like, tonight. Take care of yourself. Find Julia a good home. I'm out. She's probably packing her bags right now. Getting to that airport right now.
I'll just see you guys later.
Yeah, it'll probably be in Canada too. So that was the live, y'all. That was it. That was it. She's in trouble. She's in big trouble. Real big trouble. F around and find out, foodie. And as soon as she got done, within like I'd say 15, 20 minutes, she deleted this live. That's why I was so quick to get a copy as fast as I could. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.